Today we're doing a video that I don't think has ever been done in the history of FIFA YouTube. What we're going to be doing is using this tournament mode right here, and you can see Women's International. You can see, well, just normal tournaments in general. What we're going to be doing is combining Women's International, Men's International. This is a mixed men's and women's World Cup. You can see when we go to the team sheet, scroll over to International, you'll see 2 Australian teams, you'll see 2 Brazilian teams, you'll see 2 Canadian teams, so on and so forth with all the men's and women's teams in the game. The goal is to take 16 men's teams, 16 women's teams, and put both of them together. So we'll have both England, both Spain, both USA, and we're gonna go for a World Cup to crown, I guess you would say, the best international team in the game. And as we load in, I know what people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, yo, B4, the women's ratings and men's ratings are different. This doesn't count. And yes, this is a very unofficial tournament. As we go and type in FIFA, no, capital letters, FIFA World Cup. This is very unofficial. Like, yes, the ratings are different. A lot of these players should be rated different when it comes to being compared to men's and women's, but it's fine. We're throwing that all out the window. Today, we're kind of just here to have a little fun. So we'll make sure all the settings are good. Boom, boom, boom. I think, yes, no, teams advancing per group 2. Okay, and now I have to go through and make sure all the teams are good. And this actually usually takes like a decent amount of time, because I just got to go through and make sure everything's correct. We'll be right back. All right, so I think I've finished adding them. You'll see both Australia, both Brazil's, both Canada, both China, both England, both France, both Germany. And this is where it gets a little weird, because Japan doesn't have a men's national team in the game. So I've just thrown Italy in here, who doesn't have a women's national team in the game, at least not from what I've found. So those are the only 2 outliers in here. But then it goes 2 Mexicos, 2 Netherlands, 2 New Zealands, 2 Norways, 2 Scotlands, 2 Spains, 2 Swedens, and 2 United States. And of course, we have to control every single one of them because the tournament mode's weird. You guys know, if you may be watching my video and this is the first time you've seen the tournament mode, if I just were to control one team and go through with them and we were to get grouped and lose, the tournament would end. You don't even get to see who wins it, which is so dumb. And we're just gonna sit here and randomize the groups, and I'm gonna do it until there isn't duplicate nations in the same group. Like, I don't want both Spains in the same group. I want everyone to be different. Okay, here we are into it. Let's check out the groups. And I'm gonna struggle with knowing who is who, if it's men's, if it's women's. That's gonna be the big learning curve that we have to come across, because you can tell some of them by the stars above their badge, but some of them don't. So they almost all of them have the same exact logo. So yeah, bear with me here. Japan, France, Netherlands, New Zealand. Oh my God, excuse me. We got Germany, Australia. I definitely know that that's the women's USA team because they have all those stars. The men's team has absolutely 0 stars because we suck. Brazil, Norway, Spain, and China. Mexico, China. Oh no, 2 Mexicos in the same group. RIP. I thought I checked it clearly. I guess I didn't. I hope that's the only one. Scotland, France, Netherlands, Canada. Brazil, Norway, Italy, Scotland. Spain, England, Sweden, USA, and then England, Canada, Australia, Germany. So again, it's going to take us a little bit of time to figure out which is actually which. But one of the ways I can tell is when I simulate the games, you'll see that we actually get the lineup. So this is obviously the Japanese women's team against the Dutch men's team. And the winner in game 1 of the tournaments goes to the Dutch men's team. All right, so like, at least for the group stage right here, I'm gonna sim through them off camera. Like, I'm just gonna be here going like this all the way through. 0-0 right there. This actually usually takes a good amount of time, which is why I usually do this off camera. Let's see who wins this one. This is a big one. The USA women's team just beats the German men's team. Oh my God. Right, we'll be back when the group stage is done with. We'll see you in a second. Wait, hold up. We have to see Mexico versus Mexico, and then we'll sim the group. Hold on. We have to see who wins it. If this is 0-0, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, the men's team beats the women's team. Right, all right. After the group stage is done, we'll be right there. Oh my God, yes, we're done. Oh, you guys don't even realize how long it takes to sit here and sim every single game. It's so annoying. All right. Spain and Australia making it through. Okay. Oh yeah, and I guess before we even check out who made it, here are the goal scorers. Raul Jimenez is #1. That's kind of shocking, low key. We got Griezmann, Proms, Heath of the USA women's team. I'm not gonna lie as well, I am not really familiar with a lot of the women's players outside of the USA, so bear with me. I don't really know. If you guys can help me in the comments, please be my guest. Let's do it. We have the Netherlands and France and Japan not making it through. Yo, I definitely would have thought they did after, I think, who did they beat? They beat the Netherlands in the first game, but that's the only one they ended up winning. Whoa. Group B, no real shocker here, except the USA making it through, Australia making it through. I want to say that's the German men's team that didn't make it through. That is crazy. The German men's team got bounced. Wait, no, it's not. No. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. No. That is the German. No. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm getting thrown for a loop. Wait, did Japan beat the Netherlands? No. No, what is happening here? I'm so confused. Wait, I feel like a lot of stuff I just said there was incorrect. I'm sorry if it was. My brain is just a mush right now. All right, Group C, Spain and Brazil. Definitely the Spanish women's team. It has to be. Definitely the Brazil women's team. Mexico and Mexico. Both of the Mexican teams. Right, fair enough. They're both making it through. France and the Netherlands going through in this one. Group F, Brazil against Italy. England and Spain. Of course, the USA isn't making it, the men's USA team. And then Germany and England right there. So yes, until we actually show you the games on camera, it's going to be hard to tell whether it's men's or women's. But look at this. France versus France is playing each other. That's crazy. Both the English teams made it. We saw there. I believe both the Spanish teams made it. They did. Both only one German team. The women's German team made it, not the men's. USA, Italy, both the Dutch teams making it. And again, like, for these games right here, I'm gonna sim through the round of 16 and then we'll show you guys what happens after the round of 16. Like, we'll show you this right here, the start. The women's Australian team done for. They lose to Spain. But yeah, I'm gonna do all these off camera except for the Mexico one. Oh, and wait, both French teams were playing each other. Did I miss that? I must have missed that. No, I didn't. Yes, guys, I don't know what's happening today. My brain is actually like dead. No, both Mexican teams made it but weren't playing each other. The French teams made it but were playing each other. I'm just getting everything confused. And the winner here is the men's team. You know what? Screw it. Let's just show you every match here. We have the men's versus women's here. Men's England, women's Netherlands. It goes to the men's teams are dominating in the round of 16, boys. Brazil's team. What? Where are all their good players? Either injuries or I think the Brazil team is something's wrong with them. I think they're just broken in FIFA. Like, they never get their best players called up, which is weird. And they still win. Yo, the women's teams are just slowly but surely dying off. Okay, this could be the last hope for the women's team. It's the USA women's team against Italy. If they lose here, I think they're done. Oh my God. The women's teams, they did so well in the group stage and they're just being depleted. I truly don't know who's left to save them. Well, we know one women's team's gonna make it through here. Germany and Brazil. This goes to Germany. I really don't know, man. I think the women's teams are just done for at this point. Here we go. Mexico against Spain. Women's versus men's. And it goes to the men's Mexican team on Benz, bros. The women's teams can't hang. I legit think that the only women's team that remains is the German women's team. Spain, France, England, Brazil, Italy, Germany, Netherlands, Mexico. 100%. I'm almost 100% that yeah, Germany's the only women's team that remains. What is this? Griezmann now your top goal scorer. Let's get into the quarterfinals. Yep, both men's teams here. I would assume France. It is France making it through. Kylian Mbappe grabbing himself some goals. This is it. Yet another one of two men's teams squaring off. Man, what is happening? It's kind of disappointing. I wanted to see the women's team fight for this title. And this is their last hope. It's Germany against Italy. Who is it? It's Italy. It's Italy. The women's teams are just terrible. They can't hang. I think what we've gone on and proved here today is it doesn't matter your rating. It really doesn't. Or I just don't know. I actually thought the women's teams would do well. So we have France and Brazil here in this semifinal match. And I was going to watch the final play out live, but I don't think there's a need to now. I just don't. The women's team, it's not going to be as exciting because it's just going to be two men's teams squaring off. And the final is now been decided. Italy wins it. Italy, a team that shouldn't even be here. They shouldn't even be here. We saw what happened. They only made it in because Japan didn't have a men's team and they could actually win the whole thing. It's Brazil without half of their best players. Brazil still wins it. Coutinho is the top goal scorer. The closest women player was White, I believe, from England. I'm not really sure who that is again. All right, boys, that is going to do it for today's video. Bit of a short one today. Comment section, what are we doing for our next video? Let me know. Love using your guys' recommendations, and I really appreciate it. With that, boys, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.